So I finally just got back from being in Pai all day. all day long. He's had me walking around. In the sun, in the baking hot sun. I'm so glad I wore white today. I was like, I need to find something white. I need to find something white. Oh, but yeah, so, oh, I don't know if I'm blessed or cursed. Oh, like I went into the information office, right? So I've gone into the information office and I've got out my phone and I'm like listing all the places that I want to go to, and they're just looking at me and they're like, no, we don't do that. I was like, oh, okay. They were like, better you get a taxi. I was like, really? They're like, yeah. Like, right? So this was, by this point, this was like the 5th, you know, tourist information place that I've been to. And Pai's tiny, but there's a lot of it going on, if you know what I mean. Like, it's tiny, but it's compact. So so I'm looking for this temple at this point, right? So that's what happened with the whole cave waterfall thing, because apparently the waterfall that I want to go to, no one goes to here. Yeah, it's not like on any of these tourists. So I was like, okay, fine, let's work on this, like, bit by bit, you know. Like, what's the most important thing that I need to do? I need to find this temple firstly, because that's, you know, that's one of the gates, it's one of the vaults. I have to find it. And so I'm looking, you know, going all kind of crazy looking, and I come across this, it was like this weird road, because it didn't look like a road, but it was a road, because when you look down it, it was long, but to us it would be like an alley. And I just thought, oh, I wonder. And so I started walking down it, and there's a point where it gets thinner and thinner and thinner, and I just thought, oh, do you know what, like I need a minute. So I just started praying. So I just closed my eyes, started praying. I was like, I need to, you know, I need to sort of compass myself back again. Oh. So I just started praying. I closed my eyes and I started praying. I was like, Father, like, you're here, right? I was like, it is a bit thin. Like, do I just keep going? And he was like, yes, you do. And I was like, shit, like, are you sure? And he was like, yeah, you do. So I did. I've got like bites on my ankles. It's so bad. I didn't get bitten in Chiang Mai. I get bitten here. I suppose it rains here. Those are the mozzies, by the way. Nothing like, you know, nothing crazy or anything. I'm just talking about the mozzies. So anyway, I go down the rest of the alley and I come to the side, and there's like this, it's like, it doesn't look like anything. It's just like a wall, really. And then it's got like this, like these vines. Is there like a storm coming? Can you hear that? Oh, that's windy, isn't it? That is so windy. Oh. There's a window behind the camera as well, and it's lightning. Like, I can see lightning. That's not really a good sign, is it? Oh my gosh. It's gonna rain today. It's gonna rain. It's well stormy. Anyway, I made it to this wall, and where I just stood for a minute. Like, I just stood there because I was looking around, and I just felt different. Like, I felt kind of clearer, more aware, And then the voice said to me, "Not yet." So I kind of just backed away. He said, "You're not ready yet." So I think this vault is a little bit different. I think the vault's more about being or silencing yourself, your inner self. So I think that's what I've got to do, sometimes silence myself, but listen to him. That's got to be it. It's got to be silence myself, listen to him, But yeah, it's definitely down that road. It is, and I know how to get there now. It's definitely there. So instead of staying out and just, whatever, it's so odd being in Thailand and not doing the normal things that you would normally do. So for me, I'm kind of finding it, hard to not pray every sort of half an hour, or like talk to him every sort of half an hour, because I'm like looking at something and I'm like, this is what I would usually do. So what do I do now? Because at the moment I'm walking and I'm just walking. Like I'm, what am I walking to find? And he's like, that's not what this is about. So I think that's where I'm crossing the lines of being able to know what I think it is and him telling me what it is. So Pai has got to be the place where we actually walk together hand in hand, foot or step by step. So this is where I'm going to learn how to do that. This is where he's going to teach me how to maintain it, how to maintain that relationship. Because at the moment, my old self keeps on peering out, and outside of that, I don't really know where I would go, what I would do. But he keeps showing me, like, for instance, going to get my nails done was just like, it was just nothing. But it got the conversation going, which is a conversation I haven't really been able to openly have on that level before. Actually talking about land. I mean, when Joseph and I spoke for hours yesterday, I never even mentioned the land. I never mentioned anything. I just said that I'm here on a mission to do this. I could see that Joseph was someone who felt that keeping things private would be a good thing, but God didn't want me to keep it private. I asked him 100 times through loads of different types of scrolls, whether they were educational, whether they were to do with the relationship, or whatever. Joseph didn't really understand that this is something that needs to be shared with the world. It's not something that can be kept in a box and put aside, because God doesn't want that. He wants us to be open about the fact that we love him, because now is the time to do that. Now is the time to be open about the fact that we love him. If we love him, we say it, we do it, we walk that path to enlightenment. If we don't, we'll just go the other way, and remember that he will always, always, always try to redeem you, for himself. Because that's exactly what it is. Like, he wants just to love us. People are scared of loving him, or breathing him, or speaking to him. Don't be scared. There's nothing to be scared of. He's the most incredible thing that's ever happened to me. I'm in love with God. That's what it is. I'm actually spiritually, physically, completely head over heels in love with him. I'm just in love with him. Like, there's no other... I don't know what else to say. He beat every difficulty out of me. Every difficulty, everything that I thought I would struggle with, he beat it out of me. So I know this is another thing that he will beat out of me. I'm going to try not to cry. But he did it in such a gentle way, you know, with so much love and kindness and patience. Fuck, he had so much patience. He didn't care that, you know, I kept on telling him and making him try and understand that there was no way that I agreed the fact that he could have let me do something like this, you know? I was like, I'm really, really irresponsible. And he was like, no, you're not. And I was like, okay, but I can be. And he was like, yeah, so can everybody else. You're human. It was like anything I said, he was just not having it. I said, you know, I've done so many, like, crazy things in my life, you know. Like, he's like, I know, I was there. I was with you. And? Like, sometimes when he speaks to me, I mean, we all feel small, right? We all feel small. But sometimes when he speaks to me, it's like I wish, like, he was inside, you know, the people that I've loved in my life. Like, I wish he'd been inside them. And he was like, I've always been inside everybody. He goes, they just don't listen. They don't hear me. And when they do, they choose not to listen. So everyone knows, everybody knows that God is inside them. Everyone. Because he is. He is. There's no doubt about it. It's just, I couldn't understand it. At first, like, I really struggled with it. And then today, it was just like, he told me I wasn't ready. You know, it wasn't all that about, oh, my Catharial, like, you know, whatever you're doing is all great dandy all the time. It was, child, you're not ready yet. And that made me feel good, because he was a God that I could trust. The one who told me that I wasn't ready to do something yet. So, yeah. So I walked through the streets again, because I was like, okay, cool, I'm not going to go back that way. I'm just going to have to figure out another way. So I figured out another way, came home, I was sweltering, like from top to bottom, like literally, like sweating. But I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I did it. Tomorrow I'm going to have to hire a cab and go. There's a woman that's going to text me some prices. She says that she can get hold of a cab, because Grab, I don't think really exists here unless you're on a motorbike. And I don't know about going down canyons and like the side of mountains and traveling like the outskirts of Pai, like without like some help. So I think I'm quite close to the Golden Triangle though. So I might just go and check that out. And that's something I do have to do. So I'll try and do the waterfall thing and everything pretty much tomorrow. And then whatever I don't do tomorrow, I'm going to try and do the next day before I leave and get these buggers. These poor buggers. I call everyone a poor bugger. This woman who had to go and fetch me salt from like 3 stories high because their storeroom was all the way up there. I asked the funniest questions. I find out the funniest things about how people's companies or like their retail stores work. And I don't know how I got into the conversation where I found out that, you know, her storeroom is right on the top floor, but she was like, and I was like, oh, you poor bugger. Like, oh. So everyone's a poor bugger to me, like, who has to look after me, like, along the way. Oh. But yeah, I'll probably get them to look after my stuff, and then I'll just go out, because that's probably the best thing to do, you know, and just spend like another day here and then sort of make my way to the next place, which I'm not really looking forward to, because I think it's even higher, like literally higher. But this is like the 2 lod cave trips that they do with the my paying or the more paying waterfall. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. So I was like, right, okay. So one's got a viewpoint, a cave, the waterfall, and the canyon. Starts at 10 and it doesn't finish until 6:30. I will be dying. The other one is 2:30 till 8, and that's got the sea lod cave and the birds. So there is a river, go down under the mountain, and inside is a cave to see. We will sit to see inside. We will sit on bamboo raft. At the end, we will see many thousand birds. They will fly into the cave to sleep, and in the same time, we will see the bats fly out to eat. Oh, they're just lovely. It's just like, I love this place. Just like, I just love it. Lod Cave is the cave on here, Q Lom Viewpoint, and Pai Canyon, which you see at sunset. Oh, I remember seeing the Grand Canyon at sunset. That's the best time to go, sunset and sunrise. That sun over the canyon was just stunning. Like, it was absolutely stunning. So yeah, that's me. I've come back just to do some work on the laptop for a bit today, because I haven't even touched the laptop for about 3 days, and I was like, oh, I should really like check in on emails and stuff. But yeah, and then I'm gonna have to head out, go and get some food. I want to shower, I want to change, I want to get out of these clothes, put some shorts on, and yeah, just like chill, have a nice meal today. Big meal. Yeah. I haven't eaten meat for a few days, so I'm gonna be eating meat today, which is something that like I've been trying to sort of make sure that, you know, I keep on top of, because the last time I ate meat was on the plane. I had chicken and lamb on the plane, so I'm going to try and see if I can get a steak tonight, and just have that with some potatoes. You can't eat a lot of food here. It's so, oh, it's just like, I had fruit for lunch, for breakfast this morning, where I met some friends. Oh, actually, they wanted to meet up for dinner as well. I wonder what they're eating. And then I had lunch when I was coming back, when I was going towards the actual, what's it called? The temple itself. So yeah, then I'm gonna do, hopefully, the waterfall and the cave. And then the next day, I'm gonna do the waterfall and the early morning, because I need to get out of here early morning anyway, leave my bags, and then I can go straight to the monastery and then go from there. I think the forest temple is where I'm going to end up staying. That's my next stop. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. Right, guys, I'm going to go because I want to get ready, and it's late, and I need to eat and have some mango juice. So I'm going to say goodnight, and that I love you loads. Okay, speak to you soon. Bye.